Hey guys, Bob Clark here, coming to you from sunny Florida. I'm leaning against my palm tree here at my property in Naples, getting some nice rest and relaxation, some beautiful sun here. And I wanted to shoot you a quick video, especially if you are struggling to keep things going, struggling to be consistent, struggling to keep going where you think maybe just things aren't ever going to work for you. And I got a little formula for you here that if you follow it, it will all but guarantee success. Okay, nothing is 100% guaranteed, but if you follow this little formula, it's pretty much guaranteed that you'll succeed in some way, shape, or form in your business. Okay, so if you're struggling, if things aren't working for you, this will be a good video for you to watch. Okay, so the formula is C plus P plus I equals S. Okay, and let me go through it. So the C stands for consistent. Right? Consistency is probably the biggest thing, the biggest factor that if I could tell somebody one thing of how to be successful, how to set yourself up for success in your business, it would be consistency. Right? Something that Ray Higdon told a bunch of us way back in his first mastermind a couple of years ago always has stuck with me. He said that when he started blogging, he blogged for 6 months without getting really any results at all, because he had that belief in what he was doing would ultimately make a difference, ultimately help him succeed. And he was incredibly consistent. He blogged, I think, every day for 6 months without getting results, or without getting much results. And that's amazing, right? That is to me the model of consistency. It's one of the reasons I've followed Ray all these years. He's the model of consistency, and it's what I strive for. So consistency, right? Doing stuff when you don't feel like it, doing stuff when other things are in the way, doing stuff when you'd rather be doing something else, doing anything for your business rather than doing stuff that you'd rather be doing. That's consistency. Taking action every single day will get you results in your business, no doubt. So that's the C part of the formula. The P part is persistence. All right, persistence means keeping going when things go wrong, and keeping at it and making adjustments and making tweaks and keeping going. Right? It's a relative of consistency is persistence, right? We've all had it, right? You run an ad that flops, right? You do this amazing status update on Facebook that you think everybody's going to love, and you get crickets, right? You do a blog post and nobody reads it. You watch a video and nobody watches it, right? It can be hard to keep going when that happens to you, because you start questioning what you're doing. Yet really, most times all that's needed is either just to keep going or to make little tweaks in what you're doing, and basically that, to improve upon yourself. But the persistence is to keep going, right? I mean, I see so many people who give up when one or two things don't work, right? And either stop doing what they're doing or they move on to something else, which can almost be worse sometimes because they have to start all over again, and invariably the same thing happens to them, right? So it's consistence, it's persistence, and the last part of it is insistence, right? And by this I mean insistence that you're going to keep going no matter what anybody says, right? I don't know about you, but my life is in full of naysayers about my business, right? People telling me you can't do this. People in my profession, I'm a healthcare professional. People in my profession saying, what are you doing? Are you crazy? Why are you doing that? Family, co-workers, friends, people who will basically try and stop you from doing what you're doing. They'll try to talk you out of it because maybe they think you're making a mistake. They don't know your life, right? But it's the insistence that I'm going to keep going no matter what anybody says. So that's the super important part. So it's consistence, persistence, insistence equals success. That's the formula. Now notice I didn't put anything in there about marketing strategies, which one to use, any of that kind of stuff. It's not really related to that, guys. Success isn't really related to that. It's picking something, whether you want to pick video, or you want to pick blogging, or you want to pick Facebook, or Instagram, or whatever. Doesn't really matter, because they all work. But it's being consistent, keeping going no matter what. It's being persistent, keeping going when things go wrong. And it's being insistent, keeping going no matter what people say about it. If you can do those three things, I pretty much 99.9% guarantee you'll succeed. There's always a little bit of chance that you won't, but nothing's ever 100%, right? So C plus P plus I equals S is the formula that I live by, that I built my business on, and it's what I train all my students on, right? We talk a lot about this in my coaching program. We talk a lot about the wins for the week, but also, you know, the things that have gone wrong and what's stopping us and all this stuff. It always comes down to either consistency, persistence, or insistence on what other people are saying about you. It almost always comes down to that, right? I asked my coaching clients the other night, what's stopping you? What's the biggest thing stopping you? And the overwhelming answer was me, right? Myself. I'm stopping myself. And that's a shame, because you have control over that, right? You can know as much about marketing as anybody and still not succeed because you don't have the consistency, you're not being persistent in your efforts, and you're not insistent you'll keep going no matter what anybody says. Right? It's the inner strength, it's the fortitude inside that will really dictate your success. So I hope this has helped you out. If you want to check out my coaching program, it's by application only. Feel free to fill out an application at bobandrosemary.com/app, APP. I mostly train part-timers, but also some full-timers as well, who are really having a hard time, you know, handling their time, getting stuff done, and making every minute of their business time count. That's really what I specialize in. So you can do that if you'd like, and otherwise check out all my free content over at bobandrosemary.com. Lots of content devoted to different issues, solutions for part-time marketers. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you against the next palm tree. Take care.